And you'll also be able to find a recording of this as well over on the lounge on YouTube, which we're on YouTube as well. We're on YouTube and we're on TikTok. So tonight is a late night for me. So I thought, what the heck? Might as well do another flight because I'm not going to bed because I got to get in the morning, got stuff I got to do early. So I figured, why not do a flight? Let's fly, have fun, talk to the people, you guys, that is, and I'm going to go through and explain some of this stuff as well. So some of you might already know what this is, but I'm going to explain it as we go. The other thing I'm going to do is go through and show, getting started with using the stuff that we use now. First Officer Next, TFM, and Say Intentions. Okay, there's no Microsoft 2020 ATC in this. None. I've got it off. Okay, so first thing you're hearing is because I got the outside view going here to give a little bit of sound to people there. You guys are watching as I'm getting things set up, right? So, okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is after you build your flight plan, you always want to make sure. So double check it, open SimBrief Downloader, KAUS to KBOS, or no, KAUS to KORD, we're going to O'Hare. This is the airport I usually would have trouble with, but I'm confident, so we'll see. So I'm going to go to export. Okay, 6 files are saved. That's good. We'll close SimBrief Downloader. I will be paying attention to the chat here in just a second. First Officer. So I'm going to open that. Alright, I've got First Officer open. The next thing I'm going to open, I've already got the landing rate monitor because I fly with FS Hub. I've already got the landing rate monitor opened up and that's already been done. Now we're going to load Say Intentions. Alright, so I'm loading that now. First Officer is loaded. That's beeping because, let me see something. Okay, so everything's off. I'm going to hit the button for new flight. I've got a button for that, so we're going to hit that button. There we go. That button is done. The first thing that I do. Oh, we don't want landing or taxi. So I got the beacon all that on. Alright. So you have to have a membership with Say Intentions to really get the full effect. And that's what I'm doing this by. So if you're using the free version, all this isn't going to work for you. This is if you're using the membership version. Alright, so what I'm going to look for first, and you always know when if you hit the button to new flight, it'll come up, how do you sound? Find out on 118.01. I don't need to do that. I'm looking for the Sky Ops because I have that, from where I pay, right? So we're going to connect to that first. I'm going to request cargo out of Austin to O'Hare. So let's do that first. All right. GSI requesting cargo from Austin, Texas to O'Hare. About messed that up.
Hold on while I check the mission queue. I'll get back to you in 1 to 2 minutes.
Right, so he can get back to me, but he's also going to text me. They text the job to your phone, which is pretty cool. And then
GSI 9er DW, alright, we got a new cargo mission for you. SkyOps has assigned you a mission to transport compact humanitarian kits from Austin, Texas to O'Hare International Airport. Your aircraft, a PMDG 737700, is well suited for this task. Ensure to handle the cargo with care, as it is crucial for humanitarian aid efforts. We're sending your crew over now. You can expect to be airborne in a few minutes.
Send the crew over. I'm going to connect this. And then we'll let our first officer come in. So once you
starting pre-flight flow.
Once you request the job like I did, then going from first officer, you just
Good morning, Captain.
Connect, and first officer will come in and start doing what it's got to do. Okay. This is real simple to follow.
Hey, Captain, we have been here for hours trying to load this cargo. We are just about done, I'll let you know.
As you heard, they've been here for hours loading this cargo. Okay. Well, we're going to O'Hare. So, that is what we're doing. So right now, my first officer is doing everything that they need to do. I'm going to be requesting an IFR clearance here. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm going to give it to my co-pilot to request the IFR. Okay, so I've got a button set up for that, so let's go ahead and do that. If you want, go ahead and request the IFR clearance.
I'll handle the IFR clearance request.
Austin Clearance, Gold Star International. We'd like to request our IFR clearance, and we have information Foxtrot.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by. GSI 9er DW, cleared to Chicago via the LOL-3 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.32, 5 squawk, 5243.
Airport, information Foxtrot. 0753 Zulu. Wind 355 at 4. Visibility 2. Sky conditions, solid overcast at 400 feet. Temperature 9er. Dew point 9er.
I'm going to get rid of that setting where it goes to ATIS. I don't
Density
need that with
altitude
first officer.
-100 feet. Arriving and departing runways 18 right, 36 right. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested, read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Foxtrot. Austin Bergstrom International Airport, information Foxtrot. 0753 Zulu. Wind 3.
There we go. Now see, I don't think she reads it back because you don't have to. Let me ask her if she's got it. Was you able to get our clearance?
Yes, I've got our clearance. We're cleared to Chicago via the LOL-3 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect FL370 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.325, squawk 5243.
The computer is programmed except for the SIDS and stars. Heading out for the walk
You're welcome,
around.
Johnny. Let me know if you need anything else.
Now that he said that, we're going to do our departure. $18 right. LO3. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we don't have okay. Now we're going to get out. So I'm doing got our departure, and now I'm doing our arrival. All right, 9C. Right south 2. TRT LL. There it is. Okay, there. Welts. Executes. There we go. I knew. Alright, we're going to leave that. And then after you get your SID and stars, you go back over to First Officer. Tab to the plan page button. And just verify everything. The first part of it, don't do that. Just tab all the way down past the go button. And then we got 18R. And then 4,000 is the initial altitude, 37 for cruise, setting our flaps for 10. Usually you'll have to set your flaps with whatever you're comfortable with. So 9C is our arrival, full flaps on approach, and then we're doing full brakes on landing. And then I'm tabbing down to where it says home button. Now is where I wait for the first officer to come in to continue what he's doing. You can go back onto the first officer page and hit Control Alt, hold it down for about 3 seconds to have him come in, but I'm going to wait. Because I want to talk to my viewers here that's on the live stream, okay? So that's what we're going to do now. View stream. Now I'm going to view this. I was already on a live stream all evening yesterday, but all right. Craig, what's up, buddy? And then I'm going to open up my little client that reads it back to me when I'm not looking at the screen. It did real good last time, so hopefully it will again. Alright, there we go. And I'm just going to put hi everyone. There we go. You are joined. Is that what it means? Like, I'm not in the mood today. Welcome. So basically, I'm waiting on first officer to come back in, and then from that point, we've already got our IFR clearance. So what we'll do is once I get ready for startup, I'll connect the ramp, request the tug, and then once we get the tug, we'll do our startup or our pushback and startup. I will be requesting pushback from ground. You have to. So this time I'm going to do it. I'm just going to request pushback and startup. That way, Brandon made a good point, and I was like, well, you don't got to, but it's better that way. So but gonna go in the morning, get some stuff I gotta take care of, get some coffee. Definitely gotta have coffee, that's for sure. I think I'm gonna switch it back to our let me get on saying intentions here for a second. I did have the tour thing, but you also have a mentor, cabin crew, I don't know what the SkyOps is for. I wonder. I don't know what that's for. I wonder. Good evening. I don't know what the SkyOps would. I don't know what that does. Hello? Maybe that doesn't do anything. Can you hear me?
Completed.
It says passengers. So I'll give it a few minutes. We'll see. If it ain't done nothing by the time we go to take off, then I'll switch it back to something different. Are you not very talkative tonight? They're not saying anything, are they?
CDU message displayed. CRZ wind uplink ready. CDU message cleared. CDU message displayed. Forecasts uplink ready.
Hello, hello.
CDU message cleared.
Flow completed. Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen. Tested.
I guess
Navigation transfer
those things
display
ain't gonna
switches.
talk.
Normal and auto. Window heat. On. Pressurization mode
Alright,
selector.
17.6.
Auto. Flight instruments. Set.
So I do that after they do that. And
On.
they do the
Fuel
checklist. That's
control
when I do the
CDU
fuel.
message
Turn off.
displayed.
Pre-flight checklist
Verify
completed.
takeoff speeds.
So I put in the fuel on line 2, and then I hit left off 2. Then Then I hit left soft 3 twice, execute, and then right soft 6. Take you to the N1 limit page. So I'll do left soft 1, right soft 2, right soft 6. Now we're on the takeoff ref page. 10 degrees, V1 at 125, VR's at 127, and V2's at 130. So trim 4.9, do right bracket control T. We'll set the trim to 3.0. There we go, 3.01, that's good enough. Right, retrim is disabled. Oh, and on the takeoff rep page, you want to do left soft 3 twice, and then right soft
CDU
1, right soft
cleared.
2, and right soft 3. That's just to assure the speeds are put in there from the speed tape. Then Alt G, back to our legs page. Now, for the IFR clearance, it said 4,000 for initial altitude, which is what I put in on First Officer Next, but I went in and changed it back to 37,000 for cruise, because on my waypoints, the very first waypoint is 5,000 or above. So I don't usually mess with the initial altitude. It doesn't matter. Unless you was on like VATSIM. Okay, so now all that's done. Checklist is done for everything. As you heard, I'm going to go down. I'm going to do Alt M. Then right soft 5. Left soft 3 for doors. Left soft 1 to close the doors. Left soft 6 to go back a menu, and then Alt G. Now is where it's going to do the before startup
Initiating
flow,
before start flow.
and then the before startup checklist. After that, then I'm going to request pushback and startup. And I'm waiting to see if the one thing, if they're going to talk. I think it's just like passengers, but I don't hear anything from them yet. And while it's doing that, I need to fix something real quick. Then we'll hit OK. There we go. And we're still waiting for our first officer to finish everything here with our before start flow and before start checklist. Then I'll switch to ground, request pushback with startup, and then we'll have to connect to the ramp, request a tug. And then after that, the tug will come, it'll hook up, and then it'll tell us, well, it'll tell us to set our brakes, blah, 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 let us know when they're ready. I'll show you as we go. So far, it's not simulating the passenger thing. with the SkyOps feature, but I'm sure it will.
CDU message displayed. CDU message cleared.
And welcome everybody to the stream. Hope you guys enjoy this flight. Too bad my co-pilot wasn't the actual Amanda that I know, right? But it's not.
Flow completed. Before start checklist.
Okay.
Flight deck door. Closed and locked. Fuel 7921 kilograms. Checked. Passenger signs. On. MCP. Speed 130. Heading 172. Altitude 37000. Set. Takeoff speeds. B1 138. BR 140. B2 146. Checked. CU pre-flight. Completed. Rudder and aileron trim. Free and zero. Anti-collision lights. On. Before start checklist completed.
Okay, now I'm going to request pushback and startup. Gold Star International requesting pushback and startup.
GSI 9DW pushback and startup approved tail east.
Alright, so it said tail east. Got to remember that. Okay? So now, I'll go back over here. And I'm going to ramp. Tail east. Okay. Gold Star cockpit. The ground crew requesting tug.
Ground to flight deck. Tug is on its way.
Alright, now tug is on its way. So we'll sit here. Wait for it to get here. It's going to tell me when it's here. And then you'll be able to follow right along on what to do, but
GSI 9 or DW, bypass pin inserted. Just let me know when you're ready to start the pushback.
okay, so I'm gonna parking brakes off. Parking brake released. Ready for pushback east.
Ground to flight deck. Alright, we're starting pushback facing east.
And it's going to tell us when we can start up.
Ground to flight deck. Cleared for engine start in sequence.
Start engines.
Starting engines. Starting engine 2.
So now we'll just let the engines get started up here. And then we will set our parking brake when it tells us, and then we'll let them know when engines are good, and then it will release disconnect so that we can continue on.
Engine 2 started. Engine 2 cut out.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and switch to the... Because I don't think that... I think you got to do...
Starting engine 1.
I think that other passenger thing is for...
Engine 1 started. Engine 1 cut out. All engines stable.
GSI 9er DW, ground to flight deck. Pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Standing by for confirmation of good engine start and report when ready for disconnect.
On behalf of our virtual airline, my name is Alejandro El Hombros y Paellas y Haciendas Garca de la Torre YEPA Sierras del Campo Rodriguez de Arrieta, and I'll be your lead flight attendant today. We are delighted to have you with us. Our captain for this flight is Johnny, and our first officer is Amanda. Joining me in the cabin are my wonderful colleagues Sarah, Michael, Jessica,
I don't know why it went to
and
that
Dave.
person, but okay.
We are expecting a flight time of approximately 2 hours and 6 minutes. Now, I kindly ask for your attention as we go through the
Parking
safety
brake is set.
To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal fitting into the buckle until you hear a click.
Parking brake set. Engine's good.
Keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated, as we may experience turbulence.
Before
In
taxi.
the event of a loss of cabin pressure,
CDU message
oxygen
displayed.
masks will drop down from the panel
CDU
above you.
message cleared.
To use the mask, pull it toward you to start the flow of oxygen, place it over your nose and mouth, and secure it with the elastic band. Remember to put your mask on first before assisting others.
Ground to flight deck.
Water
Bypass
landings,
pin removed.
we
We've
have
disconnected
life
and cruise
vests
clear. You're good to go.
located
Have a great
under
flight and see you soon.
To use the vest, pull it out, place it over your head, and pull the straps
CDU
around your
message
waist.
displayed.
Inflate the vest by pulling
Verify
the red tabs
takeoff
or
speeds.
by blowing into the tube.
CDU message
This
cleared.
Boeing 737-700 has exits
Clear on the
located
right.
at the front,
Clear on the
overwing,
left.
and rear of the aircraft.
Flow
Please take
completed.
a moment to locate your nearest exit.
Before
Keep in
taxi
mind
checklist.
It may be behind
Generators.
you. We appreciate your
On.
attention to this important
Broken.
safety information.
Auto.
After
Isolation
meal
valve.
service, we will also be
Auto.
offering items from the
Engine
airline
start
shop,
switches.
so stay tuned for that.
Continuous.
Thank you for flying
Recall.
with us today.
Checked. Auto brakes. Rejected takeoff. Flight control test.
I changed it to a different person for the... Alright, so... Yoke to the left.
Full left.
Back to center.
Neutral.
Yoke to the right.
Full right.
Back to center.
Neutral.
Yoke straight back.
Full back.
Back to center. Forward.
Full forward.
Back to
Checked.
center.
Brake test. Checked. Before taxi checklist completed. From the flight deck, we wanted to welcome you on board.
Okay, so
Thank you for
now-
flying with us this morning. We're anticipating a relatively smooth ride, with the exception of a few bumps on the way out. We'll be airborne soon.
I'm going to pause first officer. Because we're going to jump to the runway. And you don't want to think you're landing when you're not. Okay? So we're going to jump to the runway and then... So KAUS Okay, it's 18, right? There we go. So 18R, so we'll do that.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff. Before takeoff, flow.
Now I'm gonna make sure
Flow
we're on
completed.
ground.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps. Sit. Stabilization trim. Sit. Transponder. Sit. Cabin crew. Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff. Notified. Before takeoff checklist completed.
All right, now. Gold Star International, we're ready for takeoff.
Gold Star International, Austin ground, you are on ground frequency. Contact tower on 121.0 for takeoff clearance.
Okay, so. Now, giving comms to you.
I've got the comms now, Johnny.
All right.
Thrust set. Checked.
27 knots.
Speed
44
alive.
knots.
Checked.
60 knots.
80
75 knots.
Checked.
89 knots. CDU message displayed. 100 knots. Tie on above 10 degrees. 117 knots.
Positive
129 knots. Airborne.
Gear up.
44 knots.
Seven
CDU
knots.
message cleared.
Initiating after
Glide
landing
slope
checks.
is alive. NAV1 has localizer. Localizer is alive.
Oh, I hate
Runway
when it
heading
does
172.
this.
Welcome to our
NAV1 has
destination
glide
airport.
slope.
Please remain seated until
On
all
ground.
docking procedures are completed
Glide slope
and the
is
fasten
alive.
seatbelt sign is turned
NAV1
off. On
has
behalf of our
localizer.
captain and crew, we would like to thank
Localizer
you
is
for
alive.
flying with us. We hope you
Runway
enjoy your
heading
flight today and hope
172.
to see you again soon.
NAV1 has glide slope.
Okay,
Airborne.
so this
On ground.
Austin Tower, welcome
Glide
to
slope is
This is
alive.
the downfall.
NAV1 has localizer. Localizer is
Switching to
alive.
ground on 121.9er.
Runway heading
Gold Star
172.
International.
NAV1 has glide slope.
All right, so
Airborne. On ground.
I hate when it does this, and I don't know why it did it. Trim was off. I think it might be my yoke, something to do with my yoke. I don't know, but now I've got to go all the way back and do that over. So it's just something I got to do. I mean, there's no way around it. There's nothing I did that made that do this. Where I don't even know. I don't even know the full answer on why it does that sometimes, but whatever it was, it's done it before. And I do feel like it's something to do with this yoke. I don't know what it is. But it'll just start reading like, left 1 2 3 4, left 1, left 1, left 1, right 2 3 4, right 2 4, up 5 10 20. I don't know why it does that. It goes absolutely nuts. So the only way to solve this
Options menu. Page 1 of 1.
is only one way. I hate doing this. You know what? We might try. I got an idea. I got a request. Nope. I gotta do this all over. Oh, this really sucks. Oh, I'm looking for the right gate here. When this happens, there's not much. Hold on, I'm looking for a medium. Alright, we'll go to this one here. It just ain't nothing I can do about it, like. I gotta go through that whole part again. It sucks. It really does, but what do you do, right? So, we'll open first officer. Hit connect. Okay, so radio check. Oh, there we go. Can I get a radio check?
Radio check is good, Captain.
Thank you so much. Radio check.
No problem,
Amanda.
Captain. Just doing my job, I guess.
Loud and clear, Johnny.
Thank you, Amanda. All right.
You're welcome, Johnny.
So we gotta request a new job, I believe. Gold Star International would like to request cargo from Austin, Texas to O'Hare.
Let me see what we have. Give me a minute or two.
Alright, so while he's doing that,
GSI 9er DW. All right, we got a new cargo mission for you. Transport military equipment from Austin, Texas to O'Hare International Airport. Your cargo consists of 5,000 pounds of military equipment. Ensure all cargo is securely loaded and follow standard procedures for a safe flight.
Wow.
We're sending your crew over now. You can expect to be airborne in a few minutes.
right, connect our first officer. I'll bring my first officer in sooner than what I usually do when he's out doing the check.
Starting pre-flight flow.
And then what
Good
I'm
morning,
gonna do
Captain.
this time is
3:49 a.m. 5 notifications. Messages. Collapse stack. Group. Messages. Edit. Button. Messages.
have been here for hours trying to load this cargo. We are just about done, I'll let you know.
Requesting IFR from Austin, Texas to O'Hare.
Inserted requesting IFR from Austin, Texas to O'Hare. Send. Button. Send message. Dictate. Button. Message received from Same Tensions. Copy your IFR clearance request. Stand by.
We are secure. Ready to go, Captain.
So I can request my IFR clearance from my phone.
Same Tensions. Clear to O'Hare via the L3 departure. Venice 5. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect FL 370 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.325. Squawk 5,635. No reback required. Do not click new flight when starting. Take care.
Okay.
Dictate. Button. Message. Apps. Button. Messages. Same Tensions flight line. Handwriting. Characters. Words.
So it says
To O'Hare via the
clear to O'Hare
L3.
via the LO3 departure.
Climb and maintain 4,000.
Climb and maintain 4,000.
FL 310.
Expect flight level 370.
Minutes after departure.
10 minutes after departure.
Departure on 125.325.
Departure on
125.325.
125.32.
125.325. Squawk 5,635.
5,600.
5,635.
5635 squawk. 5635 squawk. Okay.
5,600 5,600 5, 6, 3, 5.
Yep, 56.
0753Z. F. Information Golf. 110753Z.
Not click
F.
new
Information
flight when
Golf.
starting, take care.
110753Z. F. Information Golf. 110753Z.
125.
F. Information Golf.
325.
110753Z.
125 325.
F. Information Golf. 110753Z. F. Information Golf. 110753Z. F. Information Golf. 110753Z. F.
One 125.5, is that right?
Squawk 125.325.
No, 125.325.
Would you mind checking the SIDS and stars? Heading out for the walk around.
Alright, let me get this real quick. Yep. Okay. Working on our arrival now. 9C. PRT was. Alright, so okay. Full flaps when we come in. Full brakes on landing. Alright, so there's that. Now back to finding this 125. 125.32, and I don't see that. See, I don't see that. The one it wants me to tune to, that the phone says tune to, I don't see it. There's 125.5.
Aircraft looks good.
I went ahead and brought in our flight attendant there, but I'm going to see if I can go ahead and just Gold Star requesting pushback and startup.
GSI 9DW, pushback and startup approved, tail east.
Tail east, okay. We'll go ahead and get the tug over here waiting on us.
CDU
Gold
message
Star,
displayed.
cockpit, ground
CRZ
crew
when
requesting
uplink
tug.
ready.
Tug is on its way.
CDU message cleared. CDU message displayed. Forecasts uplink ready.
GSI 9 or DW, bypass pin inserted. Just let me know when you're ready to start the pushback.
.94.
CDU message cleared.
Okay.
Flow completed. Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen. Tested. Navigation, transfer, and display switches. Normal and auto. Window heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments. Sit. Parking brake. On. Fuel control switches. Cut off. Pre-flight checklist completed.
Okay, so be with you in just a few minutes.
Roger, take your time. Let me know when you're ready for pushback.
Yeah, eventually I'd like to get me a new yoke. I really want to eventually get the whole set, and that's the yoke and the throttles and the pedals. Man, what I wouldn't do for that, let me tell you, it'd be freaking amazing. But Rosanna, welcome. Gregory, welcome. Thank you all for coming by. If y'all wouldn't mind to click that like button for me. Share it with your friends. Help us get more followers. I am on a mission to get us 2,000 followers by March 1st. Now, I've had a few people say there's no way you can get that many in just a month. I think we can if we share. I just need the shares, you guys. I need as many as I can get. But I think it can happen. You know, I get obviously trolls that come in, and you know, I've been on video already and stuff like that with my phone, and you know, some of them know that I can't see that good. They know that I have low vision, so that's like their ammo, right? Like they'll use that to, you know, try to think, well, we'll just get rid of his, you know, high hopes and blah 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 blah. It not happening. Not happening. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy the people that do come and watch. I enjoy how people are so friendly and kind to me. I enjoy all that. I thank you guys. So, we'll just keep on doing what we do.
CDU message displayed. GPS are invalid. CDU message cleared.
Sometimes it does that whole GPS invalid thing, but that's a bug with TFM, I believe. I'm not sure the full condition, but everything okay back there? Checking my flight attendants.
Before start checklist.
Yeah, everything's fine, Captain. Just, you know, keeping an eye on things, I guess.
Fuel, 734 kilograms. Checked.
You are wonderful.
On. MCP. Speed. 130. Heading.
Thank you, Captain.
172.
That's really nice of you to say.
37000. Sit. Takeoff speeds. B1.
We're like family, you know. We work together every day.
B2. 146. CDU pre-flight.
Oh, that's nice of you to say, Captain. We do spend a lot of time together, don't we? Just, you know, trying to keep things together up here, eh?
On. Before start checklist completed.
Okay, now I can let them know we're good with tail east, so we're gonna parking brake released, push back east.
Roger, pushback east approved.
Now he'll tell me when we can start. What the heck? Something going wrong there? Can we start yet?
No issues on my end. You are clear to start the pushback east.
Starting engines.
How come we're not moving?
Starting engine 2.
Are we still in pushback? We're not moving at all.
Negative. Pushback is complete. You are clear to start your taxi when ready.
Have you released? They've not even released yet.
Engine 2 started.
Yes, we have released the aircraft.
Engine
You are
2
clear to
cut
start
out.
taxiing when ready.
You're going to need to reconnect to us. We're still sitting at the gate.
Roger, we'll reconnect the tug for pushback. Stand by. The tug is already connected.
Parking brake is released to the east.
Roger, parking brake released to the east.
Start pushback east. See, I think it's got a bug.
Engine 1 started.
Tug standing by. Release brakes to start
Engine 1
pushback
cut
east.
out.
Parking brake released.
Roger, stand by.
All
Pilot to
engines
flight deck.
stable.
Cleared for engine start in sequence.
I think this might be a bad gate. No, we're moving now. Finally.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this flight with our airline. We're delighted to have you with us today as we travel from Austin to Chicago. I'm Mary, your lead flight attendant, and I'm here with my fantastic crew, Sarah, Tom, and Emily. Our captain for this flight is Johnny, and the first officer is Amanda. We're expecting a flight time of about 2 hours and 6 minutes, so sit back and relax, eh? Now, let's go over some important safety information. First off, to fasten your seatbelt, just buckle it in like this, and to unbuckle, just lift the buckle. Easy, right? In case of a sudden loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from above you. Pull the mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen, place it over your nose and mouth, and secure it with the elastic band. Don't forget to put your own mask on before helping others, eh? We also have life vests located under your seats. To use them, pull the vest out, slip it over your head, and pull the straps to tighten. Inflate the vest by pulling the red tabs once you're outside the aircraft. As for emergency exits, we have 2 at the front, 2 over the wings, and 2 at the back. In case of an emergency, follow the illuminated exit signs to reach them. Oh, and just a heads up, after our meal service, I'll be coming around to sell some articles from the airline shop. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you have a pleasant flight.
GSI 9er DW, ground to flight deck. Pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Standing by for confirmation of good engine start and report when ready for disconnect.
Parking brake set. Engines are good.
Before taxi flow.
CDU message displayed. CDU message cleared.
Ground to flight deck, bypass pin removed. We've disconnected and crew is clear. You're good to go. Have a great flight and see you soon.
Have a good night.
CDU message displayed. Verify takeoff speeds. CDU message cleared.
Clear on the right.
Clear on the left.
Flow completed. Before taxi checklist. Generators.
On.
Progi.
Auto.
Isolation valve.
Auto.
Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Recall.
Checked.
Auto brakes.
Rejected takeoff.
Flight control test.
Alright, here we go. Yoke to the left.
Full left.
Back to center.
Neutral.
To the right.
Full right.
Back to center.
Neutral.
Straight back.
Full back.
Back to center. And forward.
Full forward.
And back
Checked.
to center.
Brake test.
Checked.
Before taxi checklist completed.
Alright, now
From the flight deck, we wanted to welcome you on board and thank you for flying with us this morning. We're anticipating a relatively smooth ride with the exception of a few bumps on the way out. We'll be airborne soon.
pause. Alright. Alright.
Cabin crew prepare for takeoff. Before takeoff flow.
Now, because I requested this over
Flow completed.
the phone,
Before takeoff
I don't
checklist.
got to do the call.
Flaps.
I don't got to do the
Sit. Stabilization trim.
callback or any of that.
Sit.
Transponder.
Sit.
Cabin crew. Cabin crew prepare for takeoff.
Notified.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
All right. I got to make sure, though. I don't want to... Gold Star ready for takeoff.
Gold Star International, Austin ground, runway 18 right, wind 025 at 3. RNAV Walmart cleared for takeoff.
Okay. Giving comms to you.
I'll handle the comms from here, Johnny.
Here we go.
Thrust set. Checked.
27 knots. CDU message
Speed
display.
alive. Checked.
Tie on above 10 degrees. 44 knots. 60
80
knots.
Checked.
76 knots. 92 knots. 107 knots. 120 knots. 134 knots.
V1.
146 knots. Glide
Positive
slope
rate.
is alive.
Gear up.
NAV1 has localizer.
Gear up.
Localizer is alive. Runway heading 172. NAV1 has glide slope. Airborne. 156
Lateral
knots.
navigation. Vertical navigation. LNAV on. VNAV on. Flaps 5. Autopilot. Command A on. Flaps 1. Flaps 1.
And there we go.
Acceleration altitude.
CDU message cleared.
You got comms?
I've got the comms, Johnny.
Did you announce our takeoff?
Yes, we're cleared for takeoff on runway 18 right.
Flaps up.
Currently at 3,000, climbing to flight level 370.
Flaps up.
We're climbing to flight level 370.
You might want to go ahead and request flight level 370.
Requesting climb to flight level 370 now.
Unknown Gold Star International
Hello,
requesting
please.
climb to flight level 370.
After takeoff checklist. Engine start switches.
on 121.9er.
Off. Packs. On. Auto brakes. Off. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. After takeoff checklist completed.
Try that again.
I'll request the climb again.
Gold Star International, Austin Tower, radar
Lights off.
contact. 5 miles north of Hose Ranch Airport at 7600 feet. Heading 344, Austin altimeter 29.94, climb and maintain flight level 250.
Austin Tower, Gold Star International, requesting climb to flight level 370 from Austin departure.
GSI 9er DW, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb and maintain flight level 370, Gold Star International.
Dear guests, you can now use your
Perfect.
electronic devices.
Perfect,
Just make
perfect.
sure they're in airplane mode, eh? Also, our onboard Wi-Fi
The
service
problem
is
was we
available now, so
wasn't
feel
we
free to
wasn't on
connect.
tower. We was
Enjoy
on the
your
wrong
flight.
channel. Would you mind to bring me and Amanda a cup of coffee and get us both a piece of chocolate cake?
Oh, Captain, I can't really do that. We don't have any coffee or cake on this low-cost airline. Just, buckle up and enjoy the flight, eh?
Yes, we do have coffee. I brought some on. Now get us the damn coffee. She's fired.
Oh, right, Captain. I'll get that coffee for you and Amanda right away.
Don't ever act like that again.
Oh, right, Captain. I'll try to do better, I guess.
You could start with an apology. How about that?
Oh, Sorry about that, Captain. Just, trying to keep things together up here. I'll do better, I guess.
I mean, your job is very easy. How hard can it be? Do you want to fly?
It's not as easy as it looks, Captain. Dealing with all these passengers and their complaints, but, flying. Nah, I think I'll stick to my job here, thanks.
You might be interested in knowing that one of the passengers took a picture of you and said that they used to be married to you.
That's a bit awkward, Captain. I don't remember that at all. Just, keep flying and I'll, just do my job here, I guess.
If you have any trouble, you let me know, and we'll contact the proper authorities. I love the AI. It's so cool.
Oh, right, Captain. I'll keep that in mind. Just, trying to manage everything up here.
Transition altitude. Checked.
Gold Star 9 Delta Whiskey. Can we get the weather for our ahead trip?
GSI 9er DW. Weather for Chicago. O'Hare. Wind 345 at 3. Visibility 10. Broken clouds at 9,000 feet. Overcast at 15. 15,000 feet. Temperature -3. Dew point -8. Altimeter 3031.
Who should I be talking to about our flight attendant? She's not doing a very good job.
GSI 9er DW, contact Houston Center on 126.425. GSI 9er DW, please contact your airline's customer service or in-flight supervisor for assistance with cabin crew issues.
No readback required. Gold Star International.
Why don't you come up here to the cockpit and let me show you a couple tips on how to fly. Let's see if she'll come up.
Oh, thanks, Captain. But I think I'll just stick to my job here in the cabin. Flying looks a bit too complicated for me, eh?
It's not so bad when you got the right teacher.
Oh, right, Captain. I guess I could learn a thing or two from you, eh?
You definitely could. Maybe I'll show you sometime.
Oh, right, Captain. Maybe one day, eh?
You're not a girl about following rules anyways, are you? Give me your number, and we'll talk about it.
Oh, Captain, that's not really how it works, eh? Just, let's focus on the flight, right?
Give me your number or lose your job. Which one's it going to be? Surely she won't turn me down now.
Oh, Captain, that's not really how it works, eh? Just, let's focus on the flight, right?
I think you might need to just get that coffee up to us, please.
Oh, right, Captain. I'll get that coffee up to you and Amanda right away. Just, hang tight.
I've got coffee being brought up for the both of us, but be careful with the flight attendant. She's a little grumpy.
Thanks for the heads up, Johnny.
I guess flight attendants don't get paid that good or something. She sure don't like her job.
Let's focus on the flight, Johnny.
Are you telling me you can't have a conversation with me? Are you serious? What is wrong with these people?
I can have a conversation, but let's keep it focused on the flight.
Well, then let's have a conversation. What do you want to talk about?
Let's focus on the flight, Johnny.
Oh, you're as stubborn as my ex. You are just as stubborn as my ex. And guess what? Her name was Amanda. That's true, by the way.
Let's keep focused on the flight, Johnny.
You want to come up here and take the co-pilot's place?
Oh, no thanks, Captain. I think I'll stick to my job down here. You know, flying looks a bit too complicated for me, eh?
Daggone it. I would like you to make an announcement that the captain is going to be giving all passengers 20,000 air miles for choosing this airline, Freedom Global.
GSI 9er DW, contact Houston Center on 132.3.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your flight attendant speaking.
Contacting Houston
Captain
Center
Johnny
on
has decided
132.35.
give all of you
Gold Star
20,000
International.
air miles for choosing to fly with us today on Freedom Global. So enjoy that, I guess.
Houston Center, Gold Star International, morning. We're climbing through flight level 290.
Gold Star International, Houston Center, good morning. Gold Star International, Houston Center, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb and maintain flight level 370, Gold Star International.
What all can I do with SkyOps? See what it says.
Message received from Say Intentions. SkyOps missions can include search and rescue, SAR, VIP transport, cargo delivery, and air ambulance services. Let me know if you're available for any specific mission type. Dictate.
Can you tell me about search and rescue? How does that work?
Insert. Can you tell me about search and rescue? How does that work? Send. Button. Send message. Dictate. Button. Message received from Say Intentions. Search and rescue. SAR missions involve locating and assisting aircraft or individuals in distress. These missions can include aerial searches, dropping supplies, or coordinating with ground teams. If you're available for SAR missions, let me know your location and how long you can be on call. Dictate. Double tap to start dictation.
Tell me about the other jobs you can do.
Insert. Tell me about the other job you can do. Send. Button. Send message.
Guys, I'm texting, and AI is texting me back.
Say Intentions. SkyOps missions can include VIP transport, cargo delivery, and air ambulance services. Let me know if you're available for any dictate.
What type of airplane?
GSI 9er
is required
DW,
for
contact
air
Fort Worth
ambulance?
Center on 133.3.
Inserted what type of airplane is required for
Switching to Fort Worth Center on 133.3, Gold Star International.
Message received from Say Intentions. Air ambulance missions typically require aircraft that can accommodate medical equipment and personnel, such as turboprop planes or light jets. The specific type can vary based on the mission requirements and distance. Dictate.
What about the 737 700 or 737 900 ER?
Inserted about them. Messages. Sent. Button.
This is really cool. You can text this.
Fort Worth Center, Gold Star International morning, climbing through flight level 340 for flight level 370.
Boeing 73770.
Gold Star International, Fort Worth Center, good morning.
But it depends on specific requirements and modifications needed to accommodate medical equipment and personnel. Redictate. Double tap to start dictating.
If I'm on a job already, can I request another job where I'm going ahead of time?
Send. Button. Send message. Dictate. Button. Messages. Your text message. If I'm on a job already, can I request another job where I'm going ahead of time? Message. Dictate. Button. Dictate. Double tap to start dictation. Double tap with two fingers when finished.
Can you request jobs ahead of time if you are already on a job?
Inserted. Can you request jobs ahead of time if you already on a job? Send. Button. Messages. Your text message. If I'm on a job already, Say Intentions flight line. You can request another job ahead of time, but availability will depend on the current mission and location specifics. 4:37 a.m. Delete. Question mark. B. X X N X D N E R M X D N E UALR. Time F. Ahead of. Request job. Can you? Dictate.
From the flight deck,
We are
we've reached our
currently
cruising
taking
altitude.
cargo
We
to
hope you enjoyed today's flight. We'll
Chicago,
certainly do our
O'Hare.
best up here to make it as enjoyable as
Can I
possible.
request
When the seatbelt sign is off, you're free to get up and move about the
from
cabin.
O'Hare
However,
to
when seated,
Miami,
please keep
Florida?
your seatbelt fastened as turbulence can occur at any time. Thanks again and welcome aboard.
Dictate. Button. Message received from Say Intentions. I'll check for available VIP jobs from Chicago O'Hare to Miami.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just reached cruising altitude.
You can request another job ahead of time.
Snack and drink service now, so keep an eye out for that. We have some really nice options today, like the chicken salad and the cheese platter, which are pretty popular. After we finish up with the service, we'll also have some articles from the Freedom Global shop available for you to check out. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Double tap to start dictation. Double tap with two fingers when finished. Messages. Your text message. We are currently taking cargo to Say Intentions flight line. I'll check for available VIP jobs from Chicago O'Hare to Miami, Florida, and get back to you. 4:37 a.m. Actions available. Dictate. Double tap to start dictation. Double tap with two.
Any luck on locating a job from O'Hare to Miami with VIP?
Inserted. Any luck on locating. Send. Button.
It's really cool because you can text them. That is so cool. Right from my phone. I can even get.
Received from Say Intentions. I'm still checking for available VIP jobs from Chicago O'Hare to Miami. I'll update you as soon as I have more information. Dictate.
If you don't have any VIP jobs, I can also take cargo from O'Hare to Miami.
Inserted. If you don't have any VIP jobs. Send. Button. Send message.
So I can also request my IFR with my phone, and then I can skip having to do the callback and all that stuff. It just gives you like VIP clearance. Really cool stuff, guys. Got an hour and 12 minutes till descent. That's not too bad. What does our ILS information look like?
ILS for runway 09er Center is out of service. We'll use the ILS approach for runway 9er Center at O'Hare.
Wait, did she not just say it was out of service, but then we're going to use it? What do you have for the ILS?
The ILS for runway 09er Center at O'Hare is currently out of service.
What do you suggest?
Let's stick to the plan and keep monitoring our progress to O'Hare.
Alright, I think we'll be okay. From what I can tell, everything is good. I don't see the ILS being out of service, so I think we're good to go ahead with it.
The ILS for runway 09er Center at O'Hare is out of service. We'll need to plan accordingly.
No, it's not.
Let's focus on the flight, Johnny.
ILS for runway 9 Center is not out of service. We will continue ahead as planned.
I'll confirm the ILS status with ATC.
Do that. It'd be
Fort
good
Worth
to know.
Center, Gold Star International. Please confirm the status of the ILS for runway 9er Center at O'Hare.
I'll confirm the ILS status with ATC.
Fort Worth Center, Gold Star International. Fort Worth Center, could you confirm the ILS status for runway 09er Center at O'Hare, please?
GSI 9er DW, ILS for runway 09er Center is out of service.
Gold Star International, what do you recommend for the ILS? Is there another runway?
GSI 9er DW, ILS for runway 09er Center is out of service. You can use runway 10 Center, 10 left, 10 right, 22 left, 22 right, 27 Center, 27 left, 27 right, 28 Center, 28 left, 28 right, 4 right, 9er left, or 9er right for ILS approaches.
We'll get back to you. Okay, let me get things changed up here, then I will get back
GSI
with you.
9er W, roger, let me know when you're ready.
All right, Johnny. Just let me know when you're ready.
Alright, so 9 is out. Is runway 10 Center available for ILS?
GSI 9er DW, runway 10 center is available for ILS approach.
Alright, so we're going to do right sub 5. TRT Welch. Okay, this looks good. Okay, so say intention just saved my butt because I would have never knew that the ILS was unavailable. So we switched runways. Okay, we will be switching to runway 10 center for our ILS approach.
Roger that, Johnny. Switching to runway 10 center for ILS approach.
Do I need to remind you when we get there, or will you remember?
I'll remember, Johnny. We're good to go for the ILS on runway 10 center.
You are beautiful. Such a nice girl.
Let's keep focused on the flight, Johnny.
Okay, so now I need to go here. Anytime you change a runway, you got to come back to first officer. Switch it to the runway you're going to be doing.
GSI 9er DW, contact Fort Worth Center on 126.775.
Switching to Fort Worth Center on 126.775. Gold Star International.
Alright, so now that I did that, I'm going to go
Fort
back.
Worth Center, Gold Star International,
And I'm
morning,
gonna make
maintaining
sure.
flight level 370.
Gold Star International, Fort Worth Center, good morning.
And there we go. So always remember to go back to first officer and change your runway. So now we got that set right. That is beautiful. that actually changed our time a little bit. We went to 1 hour and 30 minutes. I don't know how, but we did. But we're good. So that just shows right there that say intentions will save your butt. Because I would have never, I would have never knew. There was no way for me to know that runway 9 center was closed. So by using say intentions, that just saved the whole flight. So I'm very impressed with that. Five in the morning. It's 5 in the morning. Hope everybody's having a good time enjoying the flight. I'm actually going to, while we're sitting here, I'm going to go and write I need to write a song for all this flying that we do. So let's see.
Dear guests, we have just climbed above the safe altitude, and I'm happy to inform you that the use of electronic devices is now allowed. Oh, and the onboard Wi-Fi service is available for you to connect. Enjoy your flight. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have just reached cruising altitude, and my colleagues and I will be starting the snack and drink service now. I must say, our chicken salad wrap is quite popular, and the chocolate chip cookies are just delightful. After we finish serving, we will have articles from the airline shop available for you to browse. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. guests. We have just climbed above the safe altitude, and I'm happy to inform you that the use of electronic devices is now allowed. Oh, and, our onboard Wi-Fi service is available for you to use. Enjoy your flight. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached cruising altitude, and my colleagues and I will be starting the snack and drink service shortly. We have some delightful options for you, including our tasty chicken salad and the delicious cheese platter. Oh, and after the service, we will also have articles from the airline shop available for you to browse. Enjoy your flight.
Alright guys, hope you're enjoying. Glad I looked at that. Got about an hour left.
I get up early in the morning, get my coffee to start the day. Next thing that I know, back in the sim for another flight underway. We got our wings on, ready for any flight. We got our wings on, no matter if it's day or night. 'Cause we got our wings on. Doesn't matter the challenge, Johnny is here to get the job done. In the cockpit, ready to fly. Taxiing out to the runway, nose up, wheels in, now we're blasting in the sky. We got our wings on, ready for any flight. We got our wings on, no matter if it's day or night.
Yeah, I don't like that version.
I get up early in the morning. Get my coffee to start the day. At the dead. Next thing that I know, back in the sim for another flight underway. We got our wings on, ready for any flight. We got our wings on, no matter if it's day or night. 'Cause we got our wings on. Doesn't matter the challenge, Johnny is here to get the job done. In the cockpit, ready to fly, taxiing out to the runway. Nose up, wheels in, now we're blasting in the sky. We got our wings on, ready for any flight. We got our wings on, no matter if it's day or night.
Okay, so I need to look this. We got our wings on, ready to fly. Wings on. I don't got it.
Guests, we have just climbed above the safe altitude, and you are now welcome to use your electronic devices. Oh, and A, the onboard Wi-Fi service is available.
Why does she keep repeating that? I'm going to ask her.
Oh, hey, ladies and gentlemen, we have just reached cruising altitude, and my colleagues and I will be starting
Why
the
do
snack
you
and drink
keep
service now.
repeating that
We have some
message?
delicious options for you, including our famous chicken salad and a delightful cheese platter. After we finish serving you, we'll also have articles from the shop available for you to browse. Thank you for your attention, and enjoy your flight. Oh, Captain, I just thought it was important to keep everyone informed, you know? But I can tone it down if you want.
You keep repeating about being above flight level. You've said it 5 times.
Oh, Captain, I just thought it was important to keep reminding everyone, you know? But I can stop if it's too much. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, just a quick reminder that we are cruising at a safe altitude now. You can use your electronic devices, but
Okay, you can stop about safe altitude. You've said it enough.
Oh, sorry about that, Captain. I'll stop repeating it now.
Get my coffee to start the day. Next thing that I know, back in the sim for another flight underway. We got our wings on, ready for any flight. We got our wings on, no matter if it's day or night. 'Cause we got our wings on. Doesn't matter the challenge, Johnny is here to get the job done. In the cockpit, ready to fly, taxiing out to the runway. Nose up, wheels in, now we're blasting in the sky. We got our wings on, ready for any flight. We got our wings on, no matter if it's day or night. 'Cause we got our wings on.
I don't like it, guys. It don't sound right, so I'm getting rid of it. I want to delete it, you fool. Alright.
Dear guests, we have just climbed above the safe altitude, and you are now free to use your electronic devices. Oh, and just a heads up, the onboard Wi-Fi service is available now if you want to connect. Enjoy.
I told you to tone it down. Stop repeating that message.
We have just reached cruising altitude, and my colleagues and I will start the snack and drink service now, We have some delicious options available, like our savory cheese platter and the delightful chocolate chip cookies, which I highly recommend. After the service, we'll also have articles from the airline shop available for you to browse. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. Oh, got it, Captain. I'll tone it down,
What was his name? I hate when you think of something, it's right there on your tongue, and it just vanishes. Let me see if I can figure out that name. Hold on. Alright, let's see here. Alright, we're gonna get ready for
The world can be hard. It can throw you for a loop. You might feel like it's over, just not sure what to do. Smile more. That's all it takes. Just smile more. Enough to brighten up your day. If you need some motivation, watch Roman Atwood on YouTube. Everything that he does, it's there to help you too. Smile more. That's all it takes. Just smile more. Enough to brighten up your day. Might have bills that are due, maybe nothing is going right. Just stick with the plan instead of laying down, just get up and fight. 15 years of videos, it was all just for you. Showing motivation, showing what you should do. Just smile no more.
Alright, let's see. 38 minutes. Let's go ahead and
It can throw you for a loop. You might feel like it's over, just not sure what to do. Smile more, that's all it takes. Just smile more, enough to brighten up your day.
CDU message displayed. Descent forecasts uplink. CDU message cleared.
Smile more.
93. 108, 95. 093. 108, 95.
just for you. Showing motivation, showing what you should do. Just smile more. Smile more.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Dear guests, we have just climbed above the safe altitude, and I'm happy to inform you that the use of electronic devices is now
There
allowed.
she goes again, man.
And, the onboard Wi-Fi service is available for you to connect. Enjoy your flight. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached cruising altitude, and my
Oh my
colleagues and I
gosh,
will
she
begin
does
the
it
snack and
too
drink
many
service
times,
shortly.
bro.
We have some delightful options for you today, including our famous chicken salad and a selection of refreshing beverages. Oh, and after the service, we will have articles from the airline shop available for you to browse. Enjoy your flight.
Can be hard. It can throw you for a loop. You might feel like it's over, just not sure what to do. Smile more. That's all it takes. The world can be hard. It can throw you for a loop. You might feel like it's over, just not sure what to do. Smile more. That's all it takes. Just smile more, enough to brighten up your days. If you need some motivation, watch Roman Atwood on YouTube. Everything that he does is there to help you too. Smile more, that's all it takes. Just smile more, enough to brighten up your day. Might have bills that are due, maybe nothing is going right. Just stick with the plan instead of laying down, just get up and fight. 15 years of videos, it was all just for you. Showing motivation, showing what you should do. Just smile more, Nick. Smile more. Might have bills that are due. Maybe nothing is going right. Just stick with the plan instead of laying down. Just get up and fight. 15 years of videos. It was all just for you. Showing motivation, showing what you should do. Just smile more.
TikTok, collapse app. Root. Now, free chase. Send your contact. Button. Activate Tuesday. Flashlight. Camera. Button. Flashlight. TikTok. Collapse app. TikTok. Collapse app. Root. Now, free chase.
everything seems so right. I just wish when things got hard, you would just hold on tight. Wake me up, baby, tell me that this was all a dream. You can pinch me if you have to, tell me this isn't true. Just wake me up, baby, what am I to do? You're so far away from me, but baby, you don't got to be. It was love at first sight, a love romance, just you and me. Wake me up, baby, tell me that this was all a dream. You can pinch me if you have to, tell me this isn't true. Just wake me up, baby, what am I to do? Every time you kiss, I pray you think of me. Everything that happened, none of it had to be. Wake me up, baby, tell me that this was all a dream. You can pinch me if you have to, tell me this isn't true. Just wake me up, baby, what am I to do? Baby, I'm just missing you. I pray to God every night, hoping that my dreams can come true. It's never too late, anything can be fixed. Ever since you left me, it doesn't have to be. Baby, I'm just missing you. I pray to God every night, hoping that my dreams can come true. It's never too late, anything can be fixed. Ever since you left me, it doesn't have to be this. Wake me up, baby, 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 wake me up, baby.
I have heard that many other times, but it's people just wanting to scam, period. So I know it's bullcrap. Have a good night.
I remember all those nights where I held you in my arms, where everything seemed so right. I just wish when things got hard, you would just hold on tight. Wake me up, baby, tell me that this was all a dream. Yes, if you have to, tell me this isn't true. Just wake me up, baby, what am I to do? So far away from me, baby, you don't gotta be. It was love at first sight, a love romance just
think it's so funny, guys. People will message and be like, hey, talk to me on WhatsApp or talk to me on Instagram. It's better. No, it's called you just trying to be weird about things or be a scammer or whatever it is. And nope, not me. Have a good day. That's what I say. Okay, I'll come back to this stuff later. Let's... We're about 240 miles out from descent.
It's a VFR. I'm not really supposed to be helping you with the comms unless it's IFR.
And see when it does this, guys? Request IFR clearance, please.
I'll contact Kansas City Center for our IFR clearance.
So we're definitely a bug, because that's twice it's done it for no reason, just out of the blue.
Kansas City Center, Gold Star International, requesting to pick up our IFR clearance.
I hear you. 1 sec. Maintain VFR.
Maintain VFR, Gold Star International.
GSI 9er DW cleared to Chicago. Direct Maroc. Then is filed. Squawk 5144 and ident.
Cleared to Chicago. Direct Maroc, then as filed. Squawk 5144 and ident. Gold Star International.
GSI 9er DW, radar contact, 9 miles east of Howell Airport at flight level 370, heading 054. Findlay altimeter 30.21. Cleared direct Maroc. Expect the Turtle 6 arrival. I'll have you descending in just a moment.
Heading 054. Cleared direct Maroc, expecting the Turtle 6 arrival. Gold Star International.
Yeah.
GSI 9er DW, descend via Turtle 6 for the ILS runway 9er center approach to Chicago. Altimeter 30.21.
Descend via Turtle 6 for the ILS runway 9er center approach. Altimeter 3021. Gold Star International.
GSI 9er DW, cross turtle at 11000.
Cross Turtle at 11000. Gold Star International.
See, there is no descent. There's a descent button on the... Did you manage to get your clearance okay?
Yes, we've got our IFR clearance. We're clear to Chicago, direct Maroc, then as filed. Squawk 5144 and ident. Got it.
Do you have the new runway down?
Yes, we're set for ILS approach to runway 9er center at O'Hare.
No, we're going to be doing runway 10 center.
Noted, Johnny. We'll switch to runway 10 center for the ILS approach.
Okay, sounds good. 9 center is closed. So note that we will be landing at 10 center.
Noted, Johnny. We'll switch to runway 10 center for the ILS approach.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Johnny.
GSI 9er DW, contact Indianapolis Center on 132.2.
Contacting Indianapolis Center on 132.2, Gold Star International. Indianapolis Center, Gold Star International. Good morning, maintaining flight level 370.
Gold Star International, Indianapolis Center, good morning. Gold Star International Indianapolis Center, contact Chicago Center on 135.75.
Contacting Chicago Center on 135.75. Gold Star International. Chicago Center, Gold Star International morning, maintaining flight level 370.
Gold Star International, Chicago Center, good morning.
Alright, we are 56 miles out. There's been no altitude change yet. Now, if he doesn't give us altitude change before we get there, or before it's time to change, then we'll just do our descent normal. But I'm going to go ahead. We're going to set our altitude. All right. All right, so now we're set up with everything. I already set up for our approach. We're going to be landing at runway 10 center. Like I explained earlier in the video or the live stream, whichever one. If you're watching this later than video, if you're watching now live stream, I'd explain how I would have never knew that 9 Center was closed if Say Intentions Dispatch didn't come over and tell us, hey, 9 Center's closed. And I even thought, no way, dude, it's not closed. Why is it saying that, right? Well, it was. Checked with ATC, they said, yeah, it's closed. But my point is, if I hadn't been flying with Say Intentions, and I was just on regular, using the 2020 ATC, which you do not want to rely on that. That's not reliable. I've learned that since using Say Intentions so much, I've learned that good thing I never went by the 2020 ATC anyway, because they didn't really vector you that well anyways. So that's not, that's neither nor here or there, right? Like, whatever. But I would have still not known that runway 9 Center was closed. I'd have been trying to do the approach, probably missed the approach, not even be set up for an RNAV, and flight's done. And let's just be honest, who likes to do a flight and then you can't even land the daggone plane, right? Nobody. So, there's another bonus for using Say Intentions. I recommend anybody that's flying get Say Intentions. Now, right now we don't have partnership, but I'm working on that to where if you did want to use it and you did want to get it, I might be able to get you some discounts with it. Okay? So, if you're going to fly, get Say Intentions. It's totally worth it. Okay? Lois Hughes, that's funny. I was just checking the chat to see if you was on, Lois, to see if my stuff was working or not. And there you are. Savannah, welcome to the lounge. Good to see ya. So, Lois, I saw her pop in. I don't know if she's still here. Lois, are you here? Thanks for joining us, Savannah. "24 minutes till descent." So he should be doing our flow for us on his own, our first officer, if we don't get told to do a descent before that. You might want to let everybody know we're going to be starting our descent here in the next 10 minutes.
Okay, Captain. I'll let them know we're starting our descent soon. Ladies and gentlemen, just a heads up that we're going to start our descent in about 10 minutes. So A, buckle up and make sure your seatbelts are fastened.
Correction, we'll be starting our descent probably in 5 minutes.
Okay, Captain, we'll prepare for descent in 5 minutes.
We got 17 miles and we'll be doing our descent.
Starting our descent now, Johnny.
No, we're starting descent in about 17 miles.
Got it, Johnny. We'll be starting our descent shortly.
There is Josh. What's up, Josh? This time we seem to be okay. They've not told us to start our descent early. Which we would have if you know, they requested it, but there was no request for it. So I mean, we got like 2 minutes and then we're going to be starting descent.
Flow completed.
Now I will say I think
Descent
that
checklist. Pressurization.
the co-pilot is still a little
Recall.
buggy because
Checked. Auto brakes.
I had to have the co-pilot request
Landing data.
IFR
1,
again
2, niner.
a little
Minimum
bit ago on this flight too.
200.
So
Approach briefing. We're expecting the ILS
yeah,
approach for
so I don't
runway
know.
10 center. The minimum altitude is 200 feet. The reported runway conditions are normal. We'll use auto brakes 4. We can expect to park at gate Charlie 25. In case of go around, we'll climb per ATC instructions on the runway heading. Any questions?
I'm good.
Completed.
Descent checklist completed.
All right. You can go ahead and let everybody know we're starting descent.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, just a heads up that we're starting our descent now. So buckle up and make sure your seatbelts are fastened.
What is our temperature for O'Hare in degrees on the
For
ground?
landing, the captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt.
GSI 9er DW, temperature at O'Hare is minus 4 degrees Celsius.
Need to let everybody also know they need to bundle up. It's minus 4 degrees in Chicago. All right, starting our descent into Chicago.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick note that it's minus 4 degrees in Chicago, so make sure you bundle up when we land. It's going to be chilly out there.
It is a beautiful, beautiful day this morning.
Yeah, Captain, it sure is a beautiful day, but I wouldn't get too comfy. We're still flying low cost and the seats are a bit dodgy.
Now you just hold on a second. You are flying in one of the best airplanes that money can buy. Leather seats, top of the line food, an awesome pilot. You better correct yourself real quick, girl.
Oh, right, Captain. I guess it's, top of the line for a low-cost airline, eh? But, the seats are still a bit dirty, you know.
Well, I wonder whose job it is to make sure that everything is clean. Yours. Do your job and shut up. I told her, didn't I?
Oh, right, Captain. I'll, do my best to keep things clean, but, it's a low-cost airline, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder that we're flying with a low-cost airline, so, the seats might be a bit dirty. Buckle up, and, we'll be landing soon.
She did not go there. You are fired.
From the flight deck, we've started our descent. Expect to arrive
Damn.
in 20 to 25
right,
minutes.
Captain.
It's been
I
a
guess I'll
pleasure
just,
having you on
pack
board
my
with
bags
us
then,
today.
huh?
We look forward to seeing you again on a future
Hey,
flight.
ladies and gentlemen, just a heads up that, we're starting our descent into Chicago soon. Buckle up and, make sure you're ready for the cold. It's -4 degrees out there.
Maybe I'll just have one of your other flight attendants back there throw you out of the plane at 20,000 feet. How's that sound? I'll tell her. Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh, she didn't like that very well.
Oh, Captain, that sounds a bit extreme, don't you think? I mean, I'm just trying to do my job here, eh?
Well,
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, just a heads up that we're starting our descent into Chicago soon. Buckle up and, it's gonna be cold out there, so, you know, prepare for that.
do you have short-term memory? You already told them this. You doing okay over there?
Oh, sorry about that, Captain. I guess I just, got a bit mixed up, huh?
I'm good, Johnny. Just keeping an eye on the comms.
You are doing a fantastic job.
Thanks, Johnny. Just keeping everything on track.
I cannot believe that the flight attendant said we have a cheap airline.
Let's focus on the flight, Johnny.
It's impossible having a conversation with you.
Let's focus on the flight, Johnny. If you have any aviation-related questions, I'm here to help.
Yep, she's fired. Amanda, do your job.
I'm handling the comms, Johnny. Let me know if you need anything specific.
These girls are just killing me on here today. Alright, we are at 29,000 feet. Working our way down into O'Hare. Looks like we're right on track so far. Josh, are you still with us, buddy? Don't blink. Sorry about that. All right, we're looking good here. I'm glad I got to change the runway, because that would have sucked. All right. $24,000 feet.
NAV1 has localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 97. Glide slope is alive. NAV1 has glide slope.
Captain, we've got a bit of a situation here. One of the passenger's service animals, a rather large dog, has started barking and causing a bit of a ruckus. It's making some of the other passengers uncomfortable, and I think we need to address it before it escalates. Just wanted to give you a heads up.
See about giving the dog a treat or something, and let the owner know that their dog cannot be barking, or they will end up getting a fine.
Okay, Captain. I'll go have a word with the owner and see if I can get the dog a treat. I'll let them know about the barking, too.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem, Captain. Just doing my job, I guess.
Alright, we're at 20,000 feet.
Transition altitude.
Checked.
18,000. Got a nice speed here, 240 knots. 16.5 AGL, 17,000 ASL.
At this time, we need all passengers in their seats with seatbelt trash.
Speed is very impressive. And fuel, a little over 6,000 pounds, which is about normal. I always take off with about
GSI 9er DW, contact Chicago approach on 133.625.
anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half of extra fuel.
Switching to Chicago approach on 133.625, Gold Star International. Chicago approach, Gold Star International morning. Descending through 16,000 feet for 1,000.
Gold Star International, Chicago approach. Good morning, Chicago altimeter 30.30. Expect the ILS runway 9er center approach into Chicago.
Expecting the ILS runway 9er center approach, Gold Star International.
Incorrect. We are going to be coming in for runway 10 center.
I'll request runway 10 center for landing.
Chicago approach, Gold Star International, requesting to land on runway 10 center.
GSI 9er DW cleared for the ILS approach to runway 10 center at O'Hare.
Cleared for the ILS approach to runway 10 center, Gold Star International.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Johnny.
Alright, we're currently at 11,000.
Dear passengers, we have reached an altitude that requires all electronics to be turned off and stowed for landing. You may continue to use your handheld phones and tablets in airplane mode. Thank you.
Captain, cabin is ready. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach into Chicago. It's time to turn off your electronic devices and stow them away until we arrive at the gate. Please put your tray tables away and make sure your seats are in their full upright position. Don't forget to buckle up, eh? You'll get information about your connecting flights on the ground from our staff. Thanks for flying with us, and let's hope for a smooth landing.
Command A on.
Hit the wrong button there for a minute, guys, but we're good. Oh yeah, we're looking good here.
Flaps 1. Speed brake armed.
Flaps 1.
Approach mode on.
Down 92%. 99% left. Down 96%. 99% left. Down 98%. 99% left. Down 99%. 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 99% left.
Flaps 5.
Down 95%. 99% left.
Flaps 5.
Down 91%. 99% left. Down 87%. 99% left. Down 81%. 99% left. Down 75%. 95% left. Down 68%. 83% left.
GSI 9er DW,
Down
contact Chicago Tower on 128.15.
71% left.
Switching to Chicago
Down
Tower on
56%.
128.15, Gold Star International.
57% left. Down 50%. 44% left. Down 44%. 30%
Chicago
left.
Tower, Gold Star International, morning.
Down 39%.
We're established on the ILS approach for runway 9er
17%
center.
left. Down 41%.
Gold Star International, Chicago Tower.
6%
Wind 010
left.
at 12. Runway
Down
9er center clear to land.
44%.
Runway
Down
9 center, clear to land.
42%.
Gold Star International.
3% right. Down 41%. 6% right. Down 42%. 6% right.
2,500.
Down 44%. 6% right. Down 45%. 6% right. Down 45%. 6% right. Down 45%. 6% right. Down 45%. 6% right. Down 46%. 6% right. Down 46%. 6% right. Down 47%. 5% right. Down 48%. 5% right. Down 48%.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
5% right. Down 49%. 5% right. Down 49%.
Flaps 10.
5% right. Down 50%. 4% right. Down 49%. 4% right. Down 47%. 4% right. Down 48%. 4% right. Down 51%. 4% right.
That beep gonna go
Down
off in a minute, folks.
52%. 3% right. Down 52%. 3% right. Down 53%. 3% right.
Flaps 15.
Down
Flaps
55%.
25.
3% right.
Flaps 30.
Down 55%.
Flaps 30.
3% right. Down 48%. 3% right.
1,000.
Down
Landing checklist.
34%.
Engine start switches.
2% right.
Continuous.
Speed
Down
brake.
34%.
Armed.
2% right.
Down.
Down
Flaps.
33%.
Set.
2% right.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Down 38%.
Notified.
Landing
2%
checklist
right.
completed.
Down 42%. 2% right.
Gear up.
Down 39%. 2% right.
No, go back down.
Down 34%.
Gear
2% right. Down 33%. 2% right.
Gold Star
Down
gonna be landing
29%.
10 center.
2% right. Down 28%.
500.
2% right. CDU message displayed. Down 28%.
GSI 9er DW,
2%
wind
right.
010 at 12.
Reset MCP
Runway 9er
altitude.
center cleared to land. Caution bird
CDU
activity.
message cleared.
Runway 9 center, cleared to land. Gold Star International.
$300.
That's just the autopilot turning off, guys. Just hold tight.
Minimum.
200.
Sync rate.
100.
Sync rate.
50. 40. 30. 20.
On
10.
ground.
Speed breakout.
Glide slope is alive. NAV1 has
Manual braking.
localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 97. NAV1 has glide slope. Airborne. 108 knots.
GSI 9er DW,
On
contact
ground.
ground on 124.25.
99 knots. 92 knots.
70 knots.
87 knots.
Switching to ground on
82
124.125.
knots.
Gold Star
77
International.
knots. 71 knots. 62 knots. 62
Initiating
knots.
after landing checks.
31 knots.
So,
Dear passengers, welcome to our destination airport. Please
Chicago
remain
ground,
seated until
Gold
all
Star
docking
International.
procedures are
Morning.
completed and
We're
the
clear of
fasten
runway
seatbelt
9er
sign is
center and
turned
ready
off.
to
On
taxi
behalf
to the
of our
gate.
captain and crew, we would like to thank you for flying with us. We hope you enjoyed your
so
flight
we
today and
we
hope
got
to see you again
landed.
soon.
Gold Star International, Chicago ground, taxi to Park 4 via Sierra Sierra, cross runway 09er right, then Golf Zulu,
don't like
cross
when-
runway 10 left, then Papa, Foxtrot, cross runway 28 center, then
Alright, I don't like when the autopilot goes off early like that because that did throw us off a little bit. We did get landed, but it was a hard landing. And I can look and see what it was. Yeah, the harder landing, but our autopilot went off, and that threw us off. And I don't know why, because we were connected, we were lined up, but I don't know why the autopilot went off early, but it did. However, I will add that this is not an easy airport to land at anyways, but we did it. I mean, either way, we did it. We got landed. Definitely was, you know, not a wipeout or nothing. Definitely came down fast, but what he did, it was minus 497, so harder landing, but still acceptable, you know. So we'll go ahead, I'll get rid of that, and then I'm gonna do what I always do here. Go there, there, and there it is. So anyways, you'll be able to catch more flights later tonight. I've got stuff to do this morning, and I'll come back, get me some sleep, and we'll go from there. So it's almost 7 o'clock, but y'all have a good day, And hopefully those of you if you're watching the video, enjoyed the video. Go get Say Intentions. It's a good program.